Hello and welcome to round 3 of game 66 of Rolling Realms. I'm Jamey. I work at Stonemaier Games, and I am the designer of this infinitely scaling roll and write game, of which today we have a promo based on a game that we didn't publish, Sleeping Gods, and 2 realms based on games that we did publish, Between Two Castles and The Society, which is based on Red Rising. I see Chad and Garrett are already joining me here today. And I am excited to be here today because not only are we playing round 3, but I am also revealing the third of the 3 new realms that we have coming out in a few weeks. I see Dominic just popped into the comments as well. Feel free to comment here if you're watching along. Also, feel free not to comment if you don't want to. So the first realm that I revealed the other day was Terraforming Mars. Really excited to showcase that realm. The next realm was Dice Throne. I'll leave that one up there. And then the one I'm revealing today is an older game, but one that is beloved by many people, and that is Eminent Domain. So we have 3 pretty major games here: Terraforming Mars, Dice Throne, and Eminent Domain among our 3 new realms. I'm excited to have these on our web store in a few weeks. I'll let you know when they're available via the Stonemaier Games newsletter, and I'll mention it in the Rolling Realms Facebook group. You'll see it there. But yeah, those are the 3 new realms. Today we have Sleeping Gods, Between Two Castles, and The Society. Played Between Two Castles and The Society a lot. I think I've only played the final version of Sleeping Gods once or twice, so I'm excited to dig in there and remember how it works. Chad says, "Go Nordic Kingdom." That is the shirt that I'm wearing today, one of the Scythe factions. And Garrett says, "Who designed Eminent Domain's realm?" Yes, that's a good question. I should mention who designed all these realms. So we have Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. He designed Terraforming Mars. Corel Tateka designed the Dice Throne realm, and then I believe, Seth Jaffe himself, the designer of Eminent Domain, designed the realm for this promo realm. Yeah. All right, let's jump into today's game. Let's see how we do. First roll, we have a 4 and a 1. Feel free to play along. And here's Corel, who designed and worked on all of these realms, I believe. Yeah, I think Corel worked on all these. Corel, thanks for popping in to say hi. So we have a 4 and a 1, and now I need to remember how Sleeping Gods works. So I face 4 monsters. To attack, mark the number of orthogonally adjacent squares. You may change directions, gaining each marked resource. You may mark across multiple monsters. You can't use 5 or 6 to mark icon squares. So if I use this 4, for example, I could mark like 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe I can change directions. Orthogonally adjacent. Yep, it says you can change directions. Gain each marked resource. I can mark across monsters. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 to mark across these 2 monsters. I can't use 5 or 6 to mark icon squares. So 4 is actually a great number for this realm because I can mark a lot of squares and I can also cross off icons to gain icons. I'll gain a star per fully marked monster. So if I can mark all 8 sections of a monster off, I get a point, I get a star, and I get a star for every 2 marked poison icons here. All right, and those are reminded. There's some reminders here that I believe Corel was very clever to put it on there. So, and as Chad says, it's really cool when the original designer can design the realm. Yeah, we have offered that to them or offered them to give ideas, but we never wanted to put pressure on any publisher or any designer to do that work. We were the ones committed to do the work, but Seth was excited about it. All right, so let's get down to business and let's use that 4 in Sleeping Gods. I'll use it right here. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives me, in fact, let me use X's here because I want to still be able to see what I just marked off. I think it'll matter a little bit more here. So I get a coin and I gain a heart. And I have 1 of the poison icons. I need to get another one to get a star. I have a coin now that I can use. Let's use the 1. I think the 1, unfortunately, kind of needs to go in the bottom row of the Society. So rather than, I like to finish the top row if possible first. So let's put it right here in the middle. And then I will create a 1 to use in Between Two Castles. Because Between Two Castles is a little bit of a tricky realm in that I need to activate it 10 times. I only have 9 turns in the game. So I need to use 1 turn to use 3 pumpkins to fill in an extra space in Between Two Castles. I do gain a pumpkin for that though, so that's working me towards those pumpkins. What are you all playing this weekend? Do you have any weekend plans? I guess we're not quite at weekend yet. Usually I'm playing this on Friday, but I'm playing on Thursday today. But if you have any gaming or fun plans this weekend, let me know in the comments. 5 and a 2. All right, so 5 can mark off a bunch of X's in Sleeping Gods, but I can't actually get any icons from it. Oh, Corel pointed out that Sleeping Gods. Oh, yeah, Sleeping Gods is designed by Ryan Lockett. Ryan Lockett did the base design for this game, for this realm. That's great. Yeah, it's been a while since we did that, since we worked on that, but I'm glad you remembered that, Corel. I don't have the packaging right here. 5 and a 2. 5 is actually pretty good in Between Two Castles. It's also good in the Society. I think I'll use it in Between Two Castles, though. Yeah, let's do that. And the thing I always have to remember in Sleeping Gods is that you're marking off adjacent squares, but I don't think you have to mark off squares adjacent to something that you previously marked off. So, for example, even though I've marked off these, I can now use the 2 to mark off these 2 down here. They don't all have to be connected every time you place a number. All right, lots of talk. I need to actually do something. Let's put the 5. Let's put it right here. I'll put the 5 down there, and I'll use the 2. And I'd love to get another coin to keep the Society going. So let's go here and here. And actually, because I have 2 green icons crossed off, I get a star. I now have a coin that I will use as a 1 over in the Society. All right, turn 3. A 3 and a 1. Some lower rolls so far. 3 and a 1. Oh, 3 isn't bad in the Sleeping Gods. Dominic says, I might try and go on a hike or attend a local minor league baseball game. That could be fun. Corel says his garden needs a lot of work, so I guess that'll be his weekend. I hope you have fun with that. 3 and a 1. Again, I could use the 1 in the Society if I wanted to. I'm out of coins in Sleeping Gods, unfortunately. But I can continue to work towards some coins here. Let's put the 3 right there to work towards some more coins. And I will use the 1. I think I'll just use the 1 in the Society. Hope to finish off that row soon. So I can't do anything else in Sleeping Gods. All right, turn 4. Another 3 and a 1. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. Garrett says we were going to play Disney Animated with the kids. I've heard great things about Disney Animated. He says someone recommended it to us because of our love of Ark Nova. It uses a similar action selection system to Ark Nova, but is cooperative. And Garrett, can you remind me, are you, with the action selection in Ark Nova, are you, or in Disney Animated specifically, do you each have your own action tableau that uses that system, or is it a shared tableau that uses that system? 3 and a 1. So I could put the 1 up here in Between Two Castles. You have to have bigger numbers on the bottom in Between Two Castles. I could also use the 1 over here, but let's put the 1 right there because it gives me 2 coins. And with one of those coins, I can fill in this row of the Society. It's definitely not usual for me to fill in that row first, but it gives me a lot of resources. And then I can use the 3. I haven't used the 3 yet, so I'll use the 3 over here in Sleeping Gods to cross off some icons. Let's go for some hearts. Let's go 1, 2, 3 right there and gain another heart. That way we have 3 hearts now. We can copy a number in the future if we want to. Garrett says, I believe it's a shared tableau that shifts, but he still has to learn it. Yeah, that's what I think it is to be cooperative, but I'm curious about that. Let me know your thoughts. I really have heard great things about it. I've heard people mention it on my my underrated games list in reference to that. On turn 5, we have a 1 and a 4. So the 1 isn't great in Between Two Castles. The 4 is great in Sleeping Gods for filling in a bunch of spaces. Yeah, I think I want to use that 4 in Sleeping Gods. Let's go just across here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me another star here, and it gives me a pumpkin. We're going to need those pumpkins later, I'm sure. And then the 1 isn't great, unfortunately. Maybe I should have used the 1 in Sleeping Gods. I could manipulate it into a 2 and use it in probably Between Two. Oh, yeah, it just isn't great. I lean towards copying the 4. Let's do this. I'm going to copy that 4 and use it in Between Two Castles, I think, right? I just used a bunch of hearts. I'll use it right here. I'll put it right there. And then the 1, I'll manipulate into a 2 and put it right here in the middle. Yeah. All right. Turn 6. 2 and a 5. Still have not rolled a 6. A 2 and a 5. Now, this isn't a bad number. I could copy the 5 with 2 coins. I rarely do that, but these 2 numbers do add up to 7, so it is allowed to do that. I can use 2 coins to copy that 5, which could be worth it. The 2 I like in the society, so let's put the 2 over here. The 5, I'll put the 5. The tough thing with the coins is they're good for other stuff too, although less useful now in the game. Let's put the 5 in between 2 castles right here, I think. And now do I use those 2 coins to copy the 5? That's pretty powerful. I can use 2 coins to fill in 5 of these spaces, which I think might be worth it. You know, I rarely do this. Corel, I don't know how often you do this. Let me know. But I'm going to use 2 coins to copy the 5 and fill in. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. All right, so I've actually completed another monster here. I finished off this monster, so I get another star. I'll do the stars for these realms later. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do there. Moving on to turn 7. I'm hoping, so some games that there's a 6, finally, a 6 and a 4. Some games I'm hoping to play this weekend are Stone Spine Architects, Ito, and Blob Party. I'm hoping to do that. Corel says that he does hardly ever use the 2 coin benefit for the sum of 7. Yeah, usually I use those coins individually, but 2 coins for a 5, I'll take that. 6 and a 4. Interesting. So I could use the 4 here in Sleeping Gods to what could I do? Yeah, I could use this 4 to cross off these 2 icons. That can be pretty good. The 6 is a good base for between 2 castles. The 6 is also great in the society. I kind of wish I had hearts to copy the 6, but I don't. So let's use the 4 in Sleeping Gods. I think that's the optimal move. I'll go 1, 2, 3. And where to put the 4? Put it there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll put it over on this side. I'll put it right there. Okay. That's the 4. The 6. I guess yeah, I don't know where to use the 6. I don't want to lose a turn on the society if I can help it. I do gain a pumpkin and a heart. Those do not help. Yeah, I'm going to lose. I'll lose an opportunity here, whatever I do. I'm closer to finishing off the society, so I lean towards doing that. The problem is I can't get a benefit from either of them this turn, which is unfortunate because if I could get 1 coin, I could turn that into something else. Okay, let's go with the 6. Let's put a 6 right there. I'm going to regret that move in a few minutes. Turn 8. A pair of 6s. Okay, now we're getting all these. I don't know if I really want them. A pair of 6s. Okay. Well, I'll put 1 here to get a coin and a heart. I'll put 1 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To not finish off any monsters, unfortunately. And I think I'll keep going on between 2 castles, so I will copy one of those 6s with a pair of hearts and put that 6 right there. So I'll finish off one of these columns in between 2 castles, I imagine. I don't know which one. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do here. All right, let's see how we can do. Ideally, I'd get a 3 here in Sleeping Gods. That would be great. And yeah, let's see what we get. A couple 3s would be fantastic. A 5 and a 1. Neither of those really even close to 3. 5 and a 1. So Chad says, I saw your interview with the Gateway Gamer run through some funny questions you had to answer there. You had to feel there. Yes, that was a very interesting conversation. I have not had many interviews like that. And what was really interesting about it is I get the sense that I am a very different, Barry and I are very different people, I think. But some of it was neat to connect over some of our gaming habits. Some of them were surprisingly similar. But yeah, that was an interesting conversation. Especially the first question he asked was, which is more overrated, Wingspan or Wormspan? And I was like, oh man, it's gonna be one of those chats. But it wasn't. I think he was just being funny. Because the conversation definitely changed a lot from there. All right, a 5 and a 1. 5 can go here in the society. Let's do that. It's worth the most resources. Let's put the 5 there and get a pumpkin, a heart, and a coin. I'm almost at 3 coins that I could use in Sleeping Gods, but I can't get the last coin there. Really all I can do is put the 5 right here to get 2 pumpkins. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I can make this work. And then I'll use 2 coins and 2 pumpkins to finish off. Actually, looking to see if I could do even more. Because if I use one of those coins and if I use 1 coin and 3 pumpkins, I could finish off one of these columns. Actually, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I think this works. Now, so I was thinking 1 coin and 3 pumpkins gives me a 2 right here. Yeah, it does work actually. So 1 coin, 3 pumpkins. I haven't used the second coin yet, so I still have another coin. I haven't used that one yet. 1 coin, 3 pumpkins. There's a 2 right here. That gives me a heart and a coin. I now have 2 coins and 2 pumpkins to turn that into a 3 over here in Sleeping Gods, which gives me 2 more stars. I don't quite get that last one, but that's okay. But it gave me a little bit more completion. So I get all 6 stars from Red Rising. Over in Between Two Castles, score 1 star per completed row. Each castle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is interesting. I didn't complete the middle row of the castle, but I actually did get 5 stars from it. Pretty strong final round here. 16.3. 16.3. Corel usually beats me here. Julio is joining us now. Dominic's going to check out this interview I'm talking about. Chad says the interviewer Barry had a butt crack question, and Chad points out it's. I'm sorry, I thought I was talking to Garrett. I was talking to Chad. He said cool how gaming can connect different people. Definitely true. If any of you played along, I'd love to hear what your final score was. I had a 16.3, which I feel pretty good about. Hopefully you had a score that you feel good about, or that you had fun playing along here. And yeah, I really enjoyed this entire game 66. And I realized that I have exactly 9 realms remaining. So the 9 realms that we haven't played with over the last few games are Role Player, Viticulture, Apiary, Smitten, Underwater Cities, Mini Golf, Can't Stop, Micro Dojo, and Wingspan. So these will be among the realms these will be the realms that we see in a few weeks when I play game 67. And I have noticed right before I did this recording, I actually cleaned off some of my realms. I took some water, a little bit of Windex to some of them. It looks like some of these need it. And I was surprised by how well they actually have held up over time, and how well they take just a little bit of cleaning to clean off the excess. So I might do that after I finish off here. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, take care. I'll see you. Bye.